Give me that sunshine in the dark, and it's the remedy.
Hello guys, welcome back to another commentary. So firstly, in this video I am training with one of the guys I am going to be competing with in August in the bodybuilding competition in Kettering. His name's Ben. He has been training for around about 2.5 to 3 years. He asked me to do a leg session with him and I thought, why not? So the first thing we start off on is leg extensions. This is basically to warm up our quads and get us ready, as for one of the main compound moves we're going to do is a back squat. So it's only a lightweight, but it's focusing on a squeeze at the top and making sure you have that full range of motion, so your legs are fully locking back and your toes are as pointed as they can be. We did actually superset this with the hip abduction and the adductor machine. This is basically just to, for me personally, it's good for me to stretch off, and also my strongest part of my quad is the outer side of my quad, so this is just to help that. In the next part you're going to see the squats. Ideally what we'd aim for is the standard what everyone goes for, so 3, 4, 5 sets. However, in this case both felt quite good, both had a fairly bit to eat, so had a fair bit of energy, so we decided to go for, I think in the end we did around about 8 sets of squats, progressively working up to, from a weight of around about 100 or 120 I think it was, to a maximum at 170. And I'm a firm believer in, if it feels good and you're getting some good ranges, you're getting some good reps in, then why not carry on and really push on, especially if you're having a good day. Everyone's going to have good days, everyone's going to have off days. So this is about the 3rd set in. We have done 2 sets or 3 sets before of between 100 and 120 as kind of like a warm-up, but just to get that range of motion. Today I felt good, however I forgot my belt, so that threw me off a little bit. Sounds strange, but when you get used to squatting in your own belt, when you get used to using your own belt, it feels really strange when you're using someone else's. However, that being said, I did feel quite good and we decided to crack on with it. So what I'm going to be working on in the upcoming videos that you're going to see is myself working on time and intention. So instead of working on a sort of powerlifting type of sort of style where I'm going to be trying to shift the weight, I'm going to be trying to hold the weight at the highest point of the tension, try and squeeze that muscle and try and sort of work it a little bit harder. Now there is something wrong with this clip that you can see at the minute. Now see if you can see or guess what it actually is. You got it yet? By all means use a pad, however I think that if he's going to be lifting weights like that, he needs to get used to feeling that bar and that weight on his shoulders. We had a little bit of banter about it, but each to their own. Now, as I was saying about the time of detention, that is going to work with everything I do. So it's going to be working on legs, it's shoulders, back, biceps, everything I do. I'm really going to try and stress the time and attention. So what you're going to be seeing if I do video commentaries is I'm going to be trying to explain of what I'm doing in each move to try and get that maximum contraction. Now, I think we stayed at about 140 for a while, and this is the set where we move up to 150. I think we did 2 sets at 150, but I was fatiguing at this point, so I did feel quite fatigued, and this 150 did feel very heavy. But as you can see on the next shot by my face, this was very painful. But that being said, the depth is still there, and personally I think my depth is fine. However, if someone wants to criticize it or give me some points to improve, then by all means I'm all ears. So Ben chooses to do a wider arm stance. He finds it more comfortable. I personally find that I lose balance and I lean forward a little bit. However, there's nothing wrong with that. There are 2 types of bar stance you can do. You can use a high bar or a low bar, each to their own. This is a set at 160. So like I said, We did work our way up to 170. I'm not sure if I recorded that. We'll see in a second. That camera focuses a little bit too long on that part then. Right, so I do take a while to set up. I sort of have to mentally psych myself out a little bit, so I get my position right. You'll see me set my feet in the right position, and it's all to mimic what I've been doing on the lower weights to make sure that 160 goes as quick as it does on 120, 140, 100. So on that, I do lean slightly forward. What I'm intending to do is try and squat with barefoot for a while, to try and get that sort of feel through my my heels. You can put small plates under there, or you can use a pair of squat shoes. The Nitro Mellows are probably one of the best. However, you're looking at about 180 quid. So the next thing we do is a leg press. What we're working on at this is the last set at 420 for around about 8 reps. The next move is a standing leg curl. I don't actually like this machine that much. I'd rather have a lying down one, but this is the best we've got at the minute. And then we supersetted that with a dumbbell sumo squat. It's only a lightweight at the minute. However, what this was to do was just kind of stretch off, but symbolise a kind of like a half squat and a deadlift at the same time. But it's really good for you for the positioning and the sort of stretching, flexibility of your hips. So I really like the move, so I try and add it in whenever I can. Now the last move that we did was a seated calf raise. The reason this is the last move is that the last time I did legs, I did it as my first move, so I did 2 calf moves to start off with. Sounds quite strange, however, a lot of people will train calves at the end when they're knackered and tired, and you need to give every muscle the same attention that you would do, just say, your biceps or your chest. So we ended up doing 3 sets of AMRAP, which is as many reps as possible. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the commentary and enjoy the rest of the video. Thank you.
Good afternoon guys and welcome back. So today what we're going to be doing is a quick post-workout shake. So it's not necessarily baking, however it's quick and easy and it's perfect to fit in your macronutrients. So first of all, show the ingredients. We have bananas, a high protein peanut butter. In this case I'm using the Dr Zaks banoffee one, blueberries, almond butter and plain old oats. So first things first, what I'm going to do is blend down the oats. Now the reason for this is that you can buy instant oats, however they can be quite expensive, you may not have the time to get them. In this case, if you just pour the oats you want in here, okay, once you've poured them in, put the lid on, blitz them up and turn them into like a powder. See, the reason I do this is that I really don't like grainy texture of like a shake, so doing this makes it sort of more creamier and gets the oats all blended. So once that's done, take the lid off, we can start adding the rest of the ingredients. Right, so I'm going to be using almond milk just because it's lower in calories, even though I am on a bulking phase. Almond milk. I'm on a bit of a bulking phase, however, still, I prefer the taste of it. Right, so it's going to be 400 ml, or in this case, 411. Now for the bananas. Like I said, I'm using 267 grams of bananas, which is 2 large banana. The reason in this case is because I need to get quite a lot of carbs in on the bulking phase. So, oats, bananas, brilliant forms of carbs. Right, the next bit, I'm going to add in some blueberries. Now the reason being is I think blueberries go really, really well together. So I'm going to pop that here, and let's add in the blueberries. I'm going to be using, like I said, I need the carbs, so I'm going to be using a whole pack. So that's 150 grams of blueberries. So a good source of fat is almond butter. So I'm going to be using half almond butter and then half of the peanut butter. So I'm going to put in probably 50 grams, 60 grams of the peanut butter. And the last thing we're going to be using is ice cubes. This should help it keep it quite creamy. So let's add those in and give this a whirl. Right, time to whisk this up. Take that off the scales now. Right, now that's done, if I wanted some more protein for the day, in this case I don't need it, I've hit my protein, I need quite a fair few carbs left, I would add in just this, which is just simple vanilla flavoured whey. The reason I use vanilla is because vanilla pretty much goes with everything. So I'm going to pour this out into these. Ta-da! Right. So thanks very much for watching, guys. I know it's not baking, I know it's quite simple, quite quick and easy. However, it's good for after the gym, it's good for a quick snack, and it's good for you. It gets in all your fruits, all your vitamins, fantastic. Thank you guys for watching again, really appreciate it. In the next video, I'm going to be doing I'm going to be put through my paces by one of a personal trainer at the gym I go to. It's to try and improve my bench press or the lack of flexibility in my chest. So stay tuned, let me know what you think. Cheers.
Give me that sunshine in the dark.